beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nneamaka and I'm reaching you live from Lagos, Nigeria. It's been ages, yes, for so many reasons, which I'll be unveiling soon and in my videos as they unfold. Okay, but today we're going to talk about something very exciting, something that affects us, every individual, relationships, families, and that topic is walking away or trying harder. The most difficult decisions anybody can make is the choice to either walk away or try harder. And that applies to almost everything in life. It's not limited to relationships. It applies to education, it applies to family, it applies to relationship, it applies to your relationship with God, religion, and your walk of faith. So now the question is, when is the right time to walk away, or when is the right time to stay and try harder? So we're going to discuss all these and so much more if you stick with me in this video. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and let's have fun together. One of the first things I would like to talk about when it comes to trying harder or walking away is, first of all, what is your motive? Why are you making that decision? Are you scared? Do you think that's the best decision? Are you being conjured into doing it? What is your motive for walking away, or what is your motive for trying harder? I think that is one of the first things you should check, because when it comes to, let's say, for example, relationship, are you staying there because you believe that you will not get anything better, or are you staying there because you believe that there's room for the relationship to grow and blossom? Ask yourself, what is the reason behind it? A lot of us individuals, we give up so easily. In short, this generation Z, they are so into giving up at the slightest challenge. But funny enough, in the older generations, they believe at working hard at something, and that's why a lot of marriages, they actually stayed even when it wasn't the best of marriages. They made it work because they were the generation of let's try and fix things. But our generation is a generation of, if it's not working, then it's broken, and then we find something new. So the question is, question your motive. Think about it thoroughly. Why should I stay? I think, in short, a practical example, a practical thing to do is to have a list. Why should I stay? Why should I walk away? Compare the two lists and see if the pros outweighs the cons, and then you make your decision. Another very important step when you want to either walk away or stay with something is to pray about it. A lot of times the devil will actually bring something that seems like this is not, while it is. Just imagine Jesus after fasting for 40 days, and the devil came to him and told him to perform miracles. But Jesus knew that the motive behind what the devil was telling him was wrong, and he had scriptures to back him up when he was challenging the devil. So if you want to either walk away or stay in a relationship, very important, pray about it. Find relevant scriptures that will keep you grounded, if that's what you should do or if that's not what you should do, before you make any decision. And another thing is, don't be hasty in making decisions. The Bible says the righteous man falleth 7 times and rise again. That means when you fail at something, that's not the best time to walk away from it. Failure is never final until you give up with it. And sometimes, in sticking with it, a miracle, or not even a miracle, because you worked so hard at it, you actually get what you actually want from it. Then another thing is, sometimes it's just enough to walk away. And even walking away is not bad on itself when you're sure that you're walking away for the right reasons. I'm going back to that motive. I think motive is so important. There's a famous saying that goes thus: winners never quit and quitters never win. So are you a quitter or are you a winner? Your choices will determine that. Moving forward, I would like to say that in life, the most successful people have worked so hard day and night, and we only see the glory, we don't see the hard work they put into it. Take athletes, for example. Before the race, they practice almost every day for hours. But then the race might only be for about 5 minutes and it's over. But we don't see the hard work they've put over the years to achieve that which they're achieving. Rome was not built in a day, but it was built with little steps taken at every opportune time. Okay, so basically, walking away or trying harder is up to you. You have a choice to make. In a relationship, for example, sometimes it's okay for you to walk away because you already know that that relationship is not leading anywhere. Then why are you staying? Why do you want to keep trying harder at something that you know it's not going to lead to marriage? But when you're in marriage, you have to stay because you've actually made that covenant before God and man. So the effort you need to put into a marriage is quite different from the effort you need to put into a relationship, and vice versa. So basically, the only reason why you should actually walk away from a marriage is when there's abuse or something ungodly is happening in that marriage that you think is affecting your life or your religious spiritual life. But even before you leave, there are steps to walking out of a marriage. There are steps you have to take. But in a relationship, it's easier. There are really no strings attached. So when you're tired or you think your relationship is not working or is ungodly or is affecting your health, your mental health, physical health, it's time for you to walk away. And a lot of times, people just stick to those relationships because they feel like nothing better will come. When you walk away, you're giving yourself room for something better to come up. Then when it comes to education, some people want to actually read to the highest degree of education, while some others are okay with their bachelor's degree. Choose what works for you. Do you want to make money, or do you want to get to that highest peak as a career person? Those are all choices you have to think about and then make decisions that work for you. If you like money and then you want to be going to school, where do you expect the money to come from? You're actually doing the wrong thing. You're staying at the wrong thing. But if you want to build a career, then you have to actually further your education and then help or make it work for you in your chosen field of career. Make relevant choices. Another place you can actually look at is even in your family life. If your family as a whole, they are bringing you down or they're not helping you to move forward, they are your family, you can't throw them away, but you can actually put a little distance so that you can be seen and then grow. And then when it comes to like a church, or let's say your walk with God, at every time or at every point in life when you're working with God, there's a relevant church, a relevant place for you to be spiritually. And sometimes you've outgrown that space, but you just want to keep yourself in that area. These are things that you have to actually think about. Every growth in life requires actually is corresponding choice or something you have to do differently. You can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. So where I'm coming from is think about what is working for you, what is not working for you, and then look at your goals, your future goals, what you want to achieve, and then start making decisions in the present that will help you in taking you to that place where you want to. Encourage everybody, sit down, look at your life goals. Think of what is working for you. Think of what is not working for you. Think of where you want to be. Think of the changes you have to make. Even when it comes to your friends, relationship, you also have to drop some friends if you really want to go higher. Or you have to actually choose a new you have to develop a new set of relationships that can actually propel you to a higher height. I'll give you a very practical example. When I started in business, I've tried a lot of different businesses and a lot of times they did not work for me. But when I got married, I was into event decoration, event planning before I got married. But because I was married and I got pregnant and I couldn't cope with taking my baby all around, I had to rethink my strategy, and then I entered into event rentals. And guess what? That was where I was supposed to be at that point. I didn't walk away totally from the event industry, but I just actually moved into another aspect of the event industry, which is working for me up to now. Because funny enough, that's a stronger part of my business now. So in walking away, you mustn't even walk away totally from it. You can realign yourself, reshape yourself, re-strategize your business or whatever you're doing, and then you see it working. But in everything, the God factor is the most important thing, because I don't know how it happened. I don't even know how I entered into the event rentals, but it just happened, and I just saw that it was working for me. So I would encourage anybody watching this video, if you're at a crossroad on what to do in any part of your life, be it business, be it relationship, be it in your commitment, take a seat, pray about it, re-strategize, and then take positive steps. So with those 3 points of mine, I hope that I've been able to encourage somebody today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, share this video if you think it's relevant. Thank you all.